spells and abilities are randomized. And also, once they get to that Dragon Lord, well, the vanilla version, they have 130 hit points, but here, a range of anywhere from 150 to 165. So strategy will be crucial. And we are underway. The king giving last instructions. Let's see what's in the throne room here. We have the Stones of Sunlight, one of those essential items right off the bat. And a bonus magic key. So they're going to have 2 keys heading out of here.
Probably going to see them checking the armory here, Burgundy.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to definitely see an early treasury, at least a check here. They may opt to save, and we'll see Ryguy certainly looking to do that here. And they may also set up for a treasure chest glitch here, as, well, there's a little programming oversight that allows you to open chests over and over again if you catch more than 8 before going to the overworld. In this case, they had the 3 that they opened in the throne room, then they went back into the throne room, and those 3 count once again, so you don't take them over and over again. And here we've got gold, fairy water, and here comes the glitch. It's going to say fairy water, but it's actually something else. And there is some gold, so this will allow its... Oh, well, in this case, it turns out it is another fairy water. Go figure.
You're going to love that when the game throws you that in the middle of a randomizer. And with this, they're going to make a full boat here, try to use the fairy water as a weapon.
Well, Ryguy opting to reset, and Hangry Canuck is going to go for the level 1 gold grind, hoping that there's a town nearby, but Ryguy exiting the castle. We see that Sharlock is nearby, the home of the Dragon Lord. That's going to be where the end game will be. Canuck making a rather noted gamble here, as if there's no town nearby and you take a death, you're losing half of that gold, and ooh, well...
Oh, big breath there from a ghost, throwing a raspberry at the corpse.
Yeah, lewd and rude damage there, and Ryguy goes back, losing half of 0, thankfully is 0. And Hangry, meanwhile, is still grinding up to 20,000. How high will he go?
Probably going to go as high as, what would you say, 32,000, 33,000, looking for the full buy of the best equipment that could be in the land?
Very possibly, yeah. It doesn't look like there's any signs of stopping, so probably looking to exceed that 32,300 gold landmark, as that will get all the best equipment money can buy. The Flame Sword for 9,800 gold, the Magic Armor for 7,700, and the Silver Shield for 14,800.
Drakeys look like an okay get here, seemingly very intent on that stop spell. Could be some good experience to farm here early for Ryguy.
Well, Hangry was still going there. And this is a rather heads-up play here as well. Maxing out the inventory on Fairy Water. Fairy Water has a unique purpose in the updated version of the randomizer, as you can use it as a weapon and it does anywhere from 8 to 16 hit points of damage. But look at this level.
Look at this level. What are the spells? Very
wow.
nice.
Stop spell, return, and repel, all at level 2, plus 10 strength and 21 HP.
A safety save here from Hangry Canuck. That way reset can be put forward if a death is taken. As we've seen from Ryguy's screen, there's nothing really out there for our players, and there seems to be some swamp Burgundy. This might be a difficult get for this gold to go anywhere.
Oh, wow. Well, Hangry trying to get away from the wolf, and Hangry just has one thing on mind, and that is, I want that gold. Heading to the southeast, realizing that that's just a dead end, opts to reset.
It's also looking like we are in a southern part of the map, so there might be a lot of walking to get to certain locations. We'll have to see how the world shakes out here.
Well, Hangry is gambling in a very large plains area. It's going to use the fairy water to get the 3 experience here.
Do have some swamp blocking a bridge here, Ferron, but And indeed, it does dead end at that little part. Don't see anything across the way there.
Oh, a metal slime, but it breathes the Dragon Lord 2 breath! Oh, what a troll!
Thank goodness the scared metal slimes are on. It might run away before it kills you.
Or it might just kill you. In any other instance, it'd be a fairly pleasant sight, but not so much here.
Here comes level 3 on Ryguy's side. Let's see if there's more double-digit gains to be had.
10 power, 3 speed, 1 hit point, 3 magic points. So yeah, the strength is coming hard and fast here.
There are some definite early game enemies here breathing that hard fire. We'll have to wait and see if Hangry's risk and resets are going to pay off, or is he going to fall further and further behind? There is an awful lot of swamp here, Furon. You gotta wonder if they will find a town sooner than later.
Well, both of them are going for exploration strategy here. They don't really want to stick around. They just want to go for it, as Hangry now taking care of a magician, getting level 2 here.
Ooh, there's a hurt more from a Magi Wyvern. Vicious early on. Is Hangry filling up his magic? Indeed. What is the purpose here?
Well, there's no way to heal, and Hangry also has the challenge that in going into the treasury does not have key access, whereas Ryguy held on to the key and is going to utilize it later, knowing what is in there.
And a big takedown there, Burgundy, is another level coming down the pipe. 1, 17, 1, and thanks for playing on the agility.
Yeah. 1, 0, 17, and 1. Empty Eyes ecstatic somewhere. And Magicians have Fire Breath. And Hangry a little unsure of what to do here.
There's so much swamp, and we've seen a lot of the non-swamp area. The only chunk we haven't seen is to the northwest. There's a small chance a town could be accessible up that way.
And that is where Hangry is heading. Finding a red slime that runs away. Skeleton, not so much.
Fortunately for Hangry, heading up north, and it's going to quickly... Nope, now cutting back. Up north is a dead end with mountains in that desert. And Troll Magic takes him down. And a good point here, Furon, being made. The exclamation mark name for Hangry means a hit point, magic point build, so there will be some stat differential between our racers.
I thought I did notice that, as when the Hangry Canuck previously went to level 2, as with the reset he's now back at level 1, he'd only gained 9 strength, so he didn't have the double-digit strength gain. Now, the way that works, something that I never realized as a kid, but based on the first 4 characters that you enter in, it adds bonuses to 2 out of the 4 statistics: strength, agility, hit points, and magic points. Ryguy's capital Z, that, yeah, I had to get the Canadian reference in there. That is a bonus to the strength and HP, whereas the Hangry Canuck's exclamation point, that is a bonus to the hit points and magic points over the seed. So based on where their comparative levels are, you'll see that the HP will be the same, the Hangry Canuck's MP will be larger, but Ryguy's strength will be larger.
Hangry's stubbornly sticking to this plan, but it is not working out for him right now. I wonder if... no one's checked the basement yet. I was wondering if someone was going to maybe check that before they reset. and did a fresh start, but they all went ahead. Ryguy just taking a death there, missed the level up of exactly what the gains were.
Well, noted intentional death. Now 33 attack power, just 9 defense though at level 5, so just a little bit of a glass cannon.
That 9 defense would be based on what, 18 agility? That's pretty poor.
And now here once again is level 2 for the Hangry Canuck, and this time is going to opt to save? Maybe not.
Hangry making some interesting decisions here. It's really going to have to start making some progress soon, or this one's going to get away from him.
Well, that is the gamble that you take when you go for a max out level 1 gold grind.
Here we go, trying to get through this desert again. It does look like minor enemies inside of here, Ferran, so maybe there's something across the way. More swamp and a bridge, and oh no, it's a golem breathing fire. Didn't even see what kind.
Oh gosh, yeah, resetting just at a crucial point, so we don't know whether that is DL2 breath or whether that's just standard breath. As with 23 HP, it's right on that borderline.
And we do know Drakemas, as pointed out here, are very valuable right now. There is the chance to fairy water them out of existence pretty easily. What, 20 experience? That would be 2 levels right off the hop for Hangry.
But Hangry feels like he's pot committed at this point, as Ryguy, now having collected 105 gold, is going to use the 85 to purchase another key, has access to the back of Tantagel.
Replaces the key, of course, with that money you mentioned. Not going to check the basement. Interesting.
Well, he's going to go use that key to open the throne room, grab the gold, buy more keys, max out on him, and then keys are not a concern for a while.
There we go. Get those keys, get set up. I like it. It's a solid play. You can tell that a little out of practice. That's an easy play. Totally eluded me, though. So after seeing those keys, we're going to have to see what's in the basement here. Whether it's going to be a dungeon, maybe a trade cave, maybe a freebie cave. Who knows what we'll get.
We'll see. Is Hangry now up, finding another metal slime that immediately breathes fire, and there's another reset.
I think his only real play is to go northwest and hope there's something just through that little bit of swamp by that bridge. Everywhere else is very heavy. And it looked like this is going to be the grave, if I saw the walking correctly there.
We'll see after this Warlock here. Unless the Warlock takes him out. We'll head it down and then back up to the stairs.
Pretty sure this is the grave based on what I'm seeing here, but somebody might correct me here. Magicians with sleep and baby breath as well. There's a lot of dangerous stuff out in the overworld as Hangry resets again.
And Ryguy getting a little bold here, but takes out the skeleton, and that's going to be level 6.
Not a far walk to get back. I don't mind the play. 10 agility, that's going to help a lot with some defense and general ability to get away.
And that does confirm this is Garen's grave. So can he make it to those 3 treasure chests? While the game trying not to let him.
Was Ryguy into the throne room? Could get a grinder. Gets a token. How about that?
Erdrick's token, an herb, which you can use to heal immediately if he likes, and the fairy flute.
That could be really valuable with the golems possibly having Dragon Lord 2 breath. As we saw earlier, they're breathing something. And indeed, it looks like Ryguy with 2 hit points is going to run for the next chest. Or sorry, use the herb. My mistake. So it has a little bit of health now.
Well, why not? You've got the keys. You've got access back down here if you like. Here's a Druid Lord. Thought about it, thought against it. Hurt more, gonna take him out. Oh, just 1 above the HP that he had.
I believe that was a minimum roll for Hurtmore as well, was it not? It was really low.
Oh, no!
Sleep and Hurtmore! Oh, boy! I will say this, Burgundy, that is something that possibly could work out for Hangry down the line. It might delay Ryguy and allow him to make up some time down the line here.
So, Hangry has walked in pretty much every direction and has not found an immediate town and is just looking for the death and... Oh, wow! Armored Knights have the Dragon Lord 2 breath!
Oh, boy! There is some brutal stuff out there. As we said, the golems appear to have, again, at least baby breath. You've got Dragon Lord 2 breath on the Armored Knights. You have Hurtmore with sleep on Red Dragons. It is going to be some hellacious endgame Furiosa fighting, you'd have to say, Ferran.
I do not envy them when they go into Charlotte Castle.
The bright side, they do have a lot of hit points by level 6.
Oh, yeah, there's that. Hangry Canuck is 5 levels away from that. You have a couple of caves here on Ryguy's side.
The first one, Burgundy, is going to be the Tablet Cave. No enemies in here, just one chest to be seen on the 2nd floor. Meanwhile, it looks like Hangry's going to go get some more magic. I'm not sure what's up with this magic refill. There's nothing really that valuable, is there? Actually, you know what?
Sure.
You know what he's doing? He's got enough for return now. He potentially could go out, level up somewhere, and warp back home immediately, I guess. And a torch is what we get out of Tablet. Let's see if the 2nd cave is more valuable. It's freebie, another chest.
The Vanilla Stones of Sunlight Cave has an herb.
We might see a grind here with no real healing ability. In and out, get 6 herbs. Chooses not to, though.
And pays for it.
An unfortunate outcome, but Ryguy does have a decent amount of experience and things and has learned some stuff and is moving along nicely.
Yeah, knowledge is power, as we heard from Schoolhouse Rock back in the day.
Here we go. Hangry going after a Drakima finally. Gets it with 2 okay fairy waters, 20 experience points, will get that 3rd level.
Will he keep it or will he reset?
Really close to the next level, might push out and hope to get 1 more decent kill. Last fairy water. The last fairy water in the bag takes down a Drakima and will get the level.
I mean, he could attack, but is opting not to. So now, I mean, do you cut your losses? Do you just take the death hit? No, he's resetting.
He is stubbornly sticking to it, and we have another cave to the north of Cavesville, I believe, and a town.
And a town.
We
and
see
it's
that
Swamp
it is
South.
Swamp South, so a little bit of transportation potential. Another cave, that could be Swamp North. And we have coal. Oh, this could really swing things here.
So Ryguy gonna check the shop. Rather pedestrian. Could get a club and some leather armor if the search spot doesn't hold out here. And
Nothing
it certainly
doing.
doesn't.
But hey, there is a large shield and a half plate. Not bad mid-range armor to be had. And since Ryguy has keys, could easily raise the funds for that. Another golem appearance, choosing to run. Now a blue dragon. Oof, this cave is guarded.
Able to get away. And it's the mountain cave.
I was so cheering for Swamp North.
Oh, so was I.
And the golem does indeed have Dragon Lord 2 breath. Can you believe this, Farad?
Oh my gosh, Sherlock is going to be a nightmare.
Now let's see if Ryguy chooses to grind up some money here and go get half plate and a large shield.
Now to answer the question in chat, isn't large shield just good? It is the second best of the 3 shields. You have the small shield, which gives you 4 defense power, the large shield, which gives you 10, and the silver shield, which gives you 20. But the silver shield's rather pricey at 14,800 versus just 800 gold for the large shield.
Nice heads-up play by Ryguy. Gets guard blocked, so just uses return to get out of the castle.
Yep, his microphone is muted, but I'm sure there might have been a little RYH going on in his chat. That's for sure.
I can't believe Hangry is still trying to push this. Did he see the town?
I don't know.
As you can see, barehand punching Drakeem is not doing a ton of damage here for Ryguy. So with 2,600 gold, it does indeed appear that Ryguy's making a run at those half plate and the large shield. Can he get there? And it appears as well that now Hangry's just straight up trying to grind on smaller enemies to gain levels here and there and keep that money. He's been too married to that cash. Sometimes you gotta let it go.
Yeah, this has been a roughly 20-minute... a roughly 20-minute commitment. And you have to wonder where the end game is.
Ryguy overwalked the town, and I was terrified we were going to see a blue dragon or a golem or goodness knows what get him before he got in there. And now carrying a club, a large shield, and a half plate, I believe.
Yep, a half plate armor, so that will add 16 defense to the total. The large shield will add another 10, and the club will add 4 additional offense.
The club really is just for showing off and making the monsters go, oh, he's serious now. He's not punching me with his bare hands anymore. And there's armored knights up there, too. Oh, my goodness.
With DL2 breath.
Oh, man, Hangry is going to have the full of it trying to get up there. That is for sure.
My guess is at this point, Hangry is hoping that level 4 has some sort of heal spell that he can recover at least a little bit without taking a death. I think that is the rationale here. Is alright, let me just get another level here. Let me see if this is the level that gives me a heal spell. It does not. He's going to continue to grind.
There is some very dangerous things out there in that Charlotte group, but right around Cole, we do indeed have the Armor Knights, Blue Dragons, and Golems, for sure. There could be more as well. Even the mid-range enemies have been pretty mean thus far. And speaking of mean enemies, this should not end well.
Oh, no it doesn't.
I do like this idea in the chat, but I don't think buying 2 half plates would equal out to a full plate.
No, it doesn't quite work out that way.
So for those just joining us, the fun police and the deputy are really fully armed and ready to send you home. It is ugly out there. Hangry Canuck has done a small grind to get up to level 4 and has now taken a death and appears to be giving up on the full money, maybe hoping to get a silver shield if he can get to a town.
Yeah, the entire fun police is out in force, that is for sure. We have red dragons with sleep and hurt more. We have golems with the Dragon Lord 2 breath. We have armored knights with the Dragon Lord 2 breath.
I am loving this little mini grind here from Ryguy. Has found a nice mid-range area that have the skeletons and the wolves with the armor in hand now, really able to tackle these 20 to, in the case of the wolf, 40 experience point enemies. This will get level 7. Let's see how it goes, Burgundy.
12 power, 15 speed, 5 hit points, and 1 magic point.
MTI does not love it.
No, but I sure as heck do.
That agility will mean a lot for escaping some of those nasty mid-range enemies at least. It'll help a lot for that. Hangry again, heading out. Going to Cavesville or going elsewhere? Let's see.
Well, it's heading north, realizing that there's just a bunch of planes there. Minimal chance for encounter, but there's an armored knight, and it immediately breathes fire, and Hangry immediately resets.
Oh my goodness. Hangry is having a rough go here, desperately clinging to what's left of the grind money and hoping to make something out of it.
Yeah. Celebrity Connery would definitely agree how rough this is. That is for sure.
Well, if you've got silver shields, I'll buy a dozen.
Ha ha ha. The day is mine.
Back into Cole goes Ryguy. What's the stop off here? Just a quick fill up and head on the way.
Although I will say, although it's about 4 days late, a happy belated birthday to the real Alex Trebek, who turned 80.
Good Canadian boy.
Absolutely.
And I think we've derailed chat. We done bad.
The day is mine. Hey, we've got the mountain cave.
Let's see if Ryguy can get to the first chest this time. Making his way across. So far, hero walking it runs into nothing. No, it's a demon knight.
And to answer up to NG's question in chat, although chat has done a good job of it. Hangry. Oh no.
Why?
Werewolves with sleep as well. First of all, this is going to be probably one of the toughest Sharlocks I've ever seen based on the enemy set. But that notwithstanding, no, Hangry decided to, they had a key in the throne room, bonus key I should say. Hangry decided to do a level 1 gold grind and has been fervently attempting for the last 27 minutes or so to find a town, but has not been able to do so.
A second herb, so clearly the mountain cave is a grow-up. Third chest is a cursed belt. Sell it for some money. The fourth one is the harp.
So mountain cave is required, as the silver harp is one of the essential items needed. Yeah, get rid of that cursed belt.
And now with
no
all
need
three,
for it.
2.5 story items, as they say, plus the fairy flute. The only things really left floating in the wind now are trade caves and Erdrick's armor and sword.
Oh yeah, by the way, ghosts have Dragon Lord 2 breath, as do the metal slimes.
And Allie, you're a rap with a great point, Allie. The armor and sword could be in Sharlock,
Oh, God.
but given what Sharlock is, no. No, 1,000 times no.
Yes, for the Schadenfreude, they're certainly hoping for it, although for the fact that I don't think either of us want to be here all day and all night, you know, those Ric Flair hours, we're hoping that that is not the case.
Woo.
Yeah,
I can't do a more, unfortunately.
all night long and a little bit longer. And there is a werewolf taking out Ryguy once again.
Angry, getting into the cave for the freebies, doesn't fill up on free herbs, heading north. Not finding anything there except probable death.
Which is now definitive death and another reset.
I do love, though, that Sharlock is right there. If Sharlock's going to be this mean, that is possibly the best location you could have, Burgundy.
Yeah, because if they are taking deaths, it's just a roughly 15-step trek back into the castle.
That ghost very generously ran away instead of putting fire into the face of Hangry. Very nice.
Well, it's been 31 and a half minutes. The seed's got to... No, it doesn't have to give him something. As another reset from the Armored Knight, breathing DL2 breath once again.
And those, pointing out that, yeah, 500 experience at the 32-minute mark on Ryguy's side. You got to keep in mind that Hangry is even further behind than the time indicates, quite probably, based on what we're seeing. There's nothing good out there to help him try to catch up. It is pretty ugly right now.
Yeah, even if Hangry does somehow make it to Cole, the only town that has been found so far, the best he'll be able to do is the equipment that Ryguy currently has. A club for 60 gold, a half-plate armor for 1,000, and a large shield for 800. 1,860 gold, and nothing else to do with that remaining 15,000 and change.
Well, something that I don't know if this was just a general thing or I heard this, but I don't think Hangry's a big fan of re-rolling, so I wonder if Ryguy offered one, would he take it? He is not approaching Cole, he's approaching the grave.
Oh, goodness.
Armored Knights are just slaughtering heroes left and right. There is destruction everywhere you look. Dogs and cats living in... I can't remember the quote.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
It is indeed mass hysteria, Farhad. Something you don't want to see. And let's see, Ryguy probably going to grind up to level 8 here. Only needs 91 experience, now 51 experience from this point. Oh, look, an Armored Knight.
But it didn't use DL2 breath. Until now.
Didn't matter either way. That attack would have killed him.
That attack would have taken it. Yeah, that was...
Alright, so this will leave 1 experience point for Ryguy to get to level 8.
Yep, even a slime will do. But there's a skeleton pretty close to the castle.
Indeed, that skeleton really hanging out close and just saying, you know what? Finish it off. Let's see level 8. Let's see the double more level up, and let's get this thing rolling.
Well, 4 power, 5 speed, 5 hit points, 1 magic point. We do have a spell. Oh, we got half of the Moors. We got Hurt More. So that is going to send Ryguy off to the races, as that spell will work on a majority of enemies and do 58 to 65 hit points of damage, much more than the melee. And you can see Ryguy already venturing outward.
Now with at least a chance to throw some hurt on some of these enemies, a lot of mid-range enemies are going to become fair game. And Ryguy, up near Cavesville, cutting back now. I guess deciding better of things, or had not seen up that far, perhaps.
I'm going to use the Hurtmore here on the Poltergeist for 15 experience. Not ideal, but perhaps looking for a reset of
Going
MP.
Going for the unlikely. Here comes a stop spell, but it misses. And now we're going to fight. And now going home.
Yeah, the Demon Knight, one of those few enemies that has a 15 out of 16 resistance to the Hurt and Hurtmore spells. So, if you want to land that, you've got about a 6% chance of doing so.
Sneak attack DL2 and a reset from Hangry.
Nowhere close to Scott Steiner's 141 2/3% chance of winning.
Steiner math is the new math. So Ryguy now appears to be going down into the grave, which is underneath the castle, perhaps to check the 2 chests further down inside. Did not make it off this floor last time he attempted this dive.
Oh, don't worry, Imagine Sleep. I'll take care of the math so you don't have to.
Too bad we can't repeat most of what else he says, because Scott Steiner's a maniac. So, a Druid Lord shows up. That's a sweet 58 experience points for a Hurtmore. That's good investment.
And with that, Bryself's going solo. I'm done. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, I did not mean to throw you off there. Either way, Ryguy now closing in on the side chest inside of this the grave here. I was gonna say swamp cave, but that ain't right. I gotta check my Steiner math on that. Ryguy drawing ever closer now, running into a Demon Knight.
That's your Steiner geography. That's what that is. Oh, and that is a red dragon. He gets away!
What an escape for Ryguy. What do we get? A magic key. What are the chances of that run on the agility they have? It's not super high by any means. That had to be a low percentage escape. And look who else is down here.
Well, that's not going to get her done. Double fire, and Ryguy is double done.
I believe they call that extra crispy.
Yes.
And a good point being made by Smashy. If red dragons are susceptible to stop spell, that would be a great way to deal with them. Because that is the Diet Wombo combo. Sleep and Hurtmore both could be blocked with a well-aimed stop spell.
I'm convinced that the game knows, thanks to LOZ Cards Fan 23, good friend of both of ours, that we don't often get the chance to commentate together, so the game wants to maximize our efforts here.
The game is so generous. Not to our racers, but hey, we get to hang out.
And the Hangry Canuck has made it into Cole with the 17,000 gold. Oh boy, and searches twice. The second result no different than the first. Oh gosh, yeah, there's the reaction to the swamp and the swift purchasing, and I'm sure a few choice words that cannot be said here on SpeedGaming.
Like fiddlesticks. Wait, no, that can be said.
Yeah.
But regardless, he is not a happy camper, you'd have to say. It's been raining all night, the support pole in the tent has fallen over, and a bear made off with the cooler. This is not a good time.
It's that cottage experience talking, eh?
Well, that's camp, not cottage. My family has a cottage. People call it a camp, they get corrected. It's a cottage.
There we go, okay.
actually smash it, but I think you're thinking of the bear was all like, Darth Bear B is delighted.
Exactly. Level 9, meanwhile, for Ryguy. And you can see Hurtmore just causing a borderline exponential experience lead here. So yeah, good news, he still has all that gold. Not so good news, welcome to the mountain cave.
There is important items to be had around, but yeah, no, there's nothing that's going to make him happy. Speaking of things that are unhappy,
no.
Ryguy makes it away. How about that? Wait, did that werewolf have TL2? Did we know that?
Oh my goodness.
We saw sleep earlier, but I don't think we saw the breath. Did we?
No, that is the first that we have seen of it. So let's take a brief pause to take inventory here of the Sharlock enemies. So we have werewolves with Sleep and Dragonlord 2 Breath. We have red dragons with Sleep and Hurtmore. We have golems with Dragonlord 2 Breath. What the heck am I forgetting? There's one more here. Armored Knights with DL2 Breath. I know. So yeah, we're oh
here are the ones that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen a Star Wyvern. We haven't seen a dragon. We have seen an Axe Knight, but they've done nothing other than swing their weapons, so they might be friendly? This is some brutal stuff. Oh, and the knight takes out Hangry. And it looks like Hangry's finally going to accept some deaths, and we have a trade-in, the harp, turning into the Staff of Rain. So now Ryguy only needs that jerk cave.
Right next to the other end of the swamp cave.
Gotta love that back-to-back cave. It's a good look.
Okay, so to answer the question in chat, so Ryguy, as far as the seeding, I guess is what you mean by ranking, Ryguy is the 14 seed, the Hangry Canuck is the 51 seed. The winner of this race will go on to take on Sparkover.
That's an unfortunate outcome there. Ryguy, does wake up though. Hurtmore didn't finish off the werewolf, but gets to wake up and take it out with a second one. And closing in on level 10 here, Burgundy.
Yeah, the winner advances in the bracket to take on Sparkover, the 19 seed. The loser will head to the bonus bracket and take on Vela V.
Ryguy finds a dead end in the desert. Will he take a crack at this werewolf? Chooses to get away. Quite the barren landscape over here, and now you see why.
Wow!
There's a bunch of dangerous stuff. It's all foothills and deserts.
Ryguy with some pretty good run luck, which means he's using it all up now, and Sharlock's going to be... forget it.
We see a double slaughter in the water, both going back to the castle. And the thing to keep in mind for those who may not be aware, the highest encounter rate tiles in the game for the overworld are foothills and the desert, and that's all that area was. I wonder if they'll have to traverse that area, Faran, to get to a trade cave or find something good, perhaps. And we get to level 10.
Maybe. 2, 2, 7, and 2.
Canada looks like a very uninviting place, is what I'm getting off of this seed.
That wouldn't be experience talking by any chance, would it?
Shockingly enough, no. I live in a boring government town.
Oh, and there is a Demon Knight sending Hangry back.
Ryguy now able to push out a little bit more. Has anyone been across that bridge yet? I don't recall. Is that the way over to the towns? I've missed how they keep getting to Cole. And he has heal more, so that's good. Was that at 9?
I think that might have been at 10.
Okay, I had to step away momentarily. Oh, Bobsky said, is it a suffering siege? You want to run down Charlock again? Well, if not, I'll do it. We have Golems and Armored Knights have Dragonlord 2 Breath. Red Dragons are Sleep Hurt More. We have Werewolves with Sleep DL2. Axe Knights seem to only swing a weapon. And we haven't seen anyone else from Charlock yet. So we're holding out hope that they'll not be completely mean. Oh, and Wizards. How could I forget Wizards?
Yeah.
Beta scrap. I think we saw one very early, but it didn't do anything unusual. It just did the old staff takedown.
Yeah, there are Wizards, Green Dragons, and Star Wyverns that we have yet to see. I don't know if we saw much of the Blue Dragons either.
Blue Dragons are just swinging a nasty claw, deal a lot of damage, so they could be okay. Potentially. Hangry now going to get his torch, spending a torch to get a torch.
Yeah, no enemy encounters, which I think Hangry is beyond thankful for.
And as pointed out, the Swamp Cave enemy tile is confirmed to be a blue dragon, so at least there's a potential for a grind out there. Even if the Hurtmore is only a 50-50, or you get yourself like a broadsword and some good equipment. If, goodness forbid, both of Erdrick's equipments live inside of Charlock.
I feel like we're still forgetting one. One of the Charlock enemies.
Well, Star Wyvern hasn't shown up yet, I mentioned that. And there's a town right across there!
And
he could have reached this earlier.
Oh my.
If this has the best armor available, Hangry could have had wicked equipment so early. Nobody went across this bridge. I really hope this does not have the top equipment. I really hope it doesn't. I might actually cry. Not even kidding. I love the suspense here from Ryguy. I'm not going over there. I'm going to take as much time as I need inside of this item shop.
Putting on the dragon scale. Now let's see what the shop has. Oh, and Magic Wyverns with Hurtmore. Well, it's got the magic armor.
It would have had at least that. But no good weapon, so it wouldn't have helped early, really, in the long run. So a bit of a boon there for Hangry Canuck, in all honesty. I mean, it would have been good to get the, a small shield and magic armor, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like there was a flame sword, magic armor, and a silver shield or something crazy like that.
Here's a set of wings. There's a replacement magic key and some big bucks.
Still no luck. Looking forward there, and this has to be the Rainbow Drop Cave, I believe. I don't think there's anything else left out there to find.
Correct. So there is the Jerk, as he is known.
I was going to say, in the more common parlance of the community, the Jerk Cave. I mean, you could, quote-unquote, ghetto that, but it might be quicker just to do it at the castle with 2 gold chests, as opposed to 1 inside of Garenham. I know there's a replacement key here, but I think it would be quicker the other way.
So, Smash asking in chat, crazy idea to peak Charlock now. Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine he'd be making it all the way down to the bottom. It would be a big, big ask. What he needs to find is an area with, I was about to say Axe Knights, and look who shows up.
Well, here's the other thing. I'm just trying to go over all the zones and whatnot. Have all the chests outside of Sherlock been opened? Do we, in fact, have an Erdrick Sword and Erdrick's Armor in Sherlock Seed?
The only thing I believe we're missing is the bottom of the grave. We have not seen the deepest.
Deep into Garen's grave. Okay.
Hey, a Star Wars.
Oh, that's right. We still have Hawksness. We have Cantlin. We have Rimmildar. We have towns because we haven't found a whole heck of a lot of them.
There's some good news. Star Wyvern has Stop Spell. An empty, was that Agility on another level? No, that's a good point. Hawks and Catlin both have things. We've already got all the story items, correct? Would it not just be the sword and the armor then?
There's a good possibility that Hawksness and Cantlin would lead to our 2 Erdrick's items. Oh, by the way, Rogue Scorpions with DL2 Breath as well.
Oh, a Death Necklace as well could be a search spot.
Yeah,
okay.
Death Necklace.
There's a lot of DL2 breath flying around here. It's amazing there's any trees left in this world. Hey, a Stone Man. That's who we're forgetting.
Yep, Stone Man.
Ryguy ran away as fast he can.
Just lobbing it up for you to knock it down.
I love Beta Strep's thinking here. I want to know if they have something dangerous. Come on, fight them.
Yeah, let us see the torture. Let the Schadenfreude continue.
This overworld has some really bad zones in it. There's a lot of just vicious, Aloysius stuff out there, Burgundy.
I don't mean to laugh, but it's unfathomable.
Still taking Drakibas at level 11. Ryguy's like, you know what? I'm not turning that down. That's 20 experience points for easy work.
Yeah, even the hurt mortal enemies are to guarantee. And the Blue Dragon is not one of them. I mean, they're 50-50.
Gets away again. Yeah, the coin flip is possible. We are indeed over at the western side of the map as an Armor Knight is going to try to send Ryguy home and gets it done. Wild stuff here, guys, on Speed Gaming 3. Angry, I'm not sure if he was typing or what was going on there. A bit of a delay, but back in motion once again.
It might have been to knock back a beverage of choice, in all honesty.
Well, you know, Hangry and Jack are a lot of similar people. Jack him as Wedge, so that's highly probable.
Unfortunately, no Malk anywhere to gain some strength on this here. And yes, Z-Man, looks like he had just joined us. Welcome on in. Hangry opted to do a level 1 gold grind as there was a bonus key in the treasury, and the gamble did not pay off as he remained married to over 30,000 gold trying to find a town. Eventually took a death, halved it, finally got to Cole, which is where Ryguy is now, just to find, at best, a club, a half-plate armor, and a large shield.
The worst part for Hangry is he's only 1/3 of the way to Hurtmore right now. He's at 199, and I believe Hurtmore was at level 8.
But yes, additionally, the other kind of top story of the seed here has been the vicious amounts of just nasty stuff. And speaking of nasty, here is Hawksness.
Hawksness alert! Hurtmore enemy? Let's see.
Oh,
It is
it's an Axe Knight. Oh, boy.
And there is a town nearby, so the grind has got to be right here, right now. What do we got here, Burgundy?
It's the Death Necklace.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, that means, I believe, unless the sword or the armor is in the bottom of the swamp cave, the grave cave, we're looking at a possible chance here of one or the other being inside a Sherlock.
Of one of Erdrick's major gear. Well, there's also Rimmeldar. This is true. We have not seen Rimmeldar as of yet.
Indeed, that's the other chest we're missing. So, back into the mountain cave Hangry goes. There's important items here. I believe the token and the harp are inside of this place. No, I think it's just the harp, actually. One of them's here for sure.
Well, here is level 12 now for Ryguy. 5 power, 13 speed, 5 hit points, 7 magic points, another spell. I think it might have been outside, I'm not sure.
I believe that might be correct, but either way, that agility is very nice, adding some defense, and will help with some running from some of the slower enemies. Like, for example, a golem, who has 60 agility.
But yes, Lorgon putting a note in there that Hurtmore is the only salvation in this seed, given that you've got red dragons with Sleep and Hurtmore, you've got armored knights with DL2 breath, you've got werewolves. Do they have the Wombo combo? I don't even remember now. There's so much going on.
Yes, they do. They have
DL2 werewolves with
sleep
and DL2 breath. Let's see. I know Magia Wyverns, I think, had Hurtmore. Werewolves had the Wombo combo of Sleep and the DL2 breath. I think we also saw DL2 breath super early from Ghosts, as well as from Metal Slimes.
Rogue Scorpions as well.
Rogue Scorpions have had DL2 breath, so this has been a brutal seed.
Magi Wyverns have Hurtmore.
Yeah, it's just...
Druid Lords have something. I think they might have Hurtmore as well. There's a lot of vicious stuff out there, is the point.
No, I don't believe that CD rolled this one.
I hope not. Are we hearing CD from underneath the bus? Where C-Man just threw said person? A no effect Hurtmore on an armored knight.
Oh, 1 out of 16 chance.
Oh no. Did he miss 2? Oh my goodness. That is some low percentage.
Oh,
awfulness.
I just presumed that Z-Man was joking. I presumed wrong. She knows how to pick them.
As you can see, this lead's getting bigger and bigger. Hangry, again, just standing still at the king right now. Might we be having a forfeit? I'm curious.
I have my eye in the SRO room in case it comes up here. But you know what? You certainly create challenges for individuals and entertainment for the audience.
I believe Hangry has said in the past, though, he does not believe in rerolls. So I would be shocked if he asked for one.
Well, there was, I'm perhaps making something a little public that was a private conversation, but in the SRO room, I do see that Hangry Canuck said, well, Ryguy was joking, let's hope it's not one of these ridiculous 3-hour marathon seeds. And Hangry did respond, if it hits over 2, I can see me saying forfeit and GG to you, good sir. So, it's hard to say.
Either way, Hangry is approaching level 7 here, getting close. Only
wait a minute.
46 experience.
Well, as we say that, Hangry typed it 2 tilted to continue GG and then hit dot forfeit. So all Ryguy needs to do is complete this seed and he will advance.
So this is indeed a forfeit situation under the rules of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. As said by Burgundy, Ryguy's just got to finish the seed. Even if it takes 10 hours, we'll get the W. So Ryguy, running into a strawberry wyvern, going to throw some hurt more at it. Let's see what comes out of it. All right, low hit point enemy. Nice 105 for him. Oh my God, Townsville.
Well, if Ryguy is looking at the SRL feed, then yes.
Rimmildar.
If not, oh, here's Rimmildar, so we'll find out.
Now, I have a question. Are these the towns of Cityville or the cities of Townsville?
These are the conundrums that keep me up at night, Bri.
Worried about COVID? Nah, but I'm trying to figure out this weird naming conventions for Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Okay, Ryguy has responded. He said, I don't blame you, Hangry. I'd break my controller, but it's already broken.
And we have the shopping mall. Cantlin.
Oh, and there's a lot of pricey stuff.
So indeed, we are now seeing the pause as they type it out here, and it appears... Actually, I don't know if Ryguy did peek the Rimmildar chest. I actually literally paused and restarted my end of things. I'm glad somebody got the Powerpuff Girls reference I was going for. Good, good. Spends a key, buys a key. Just bought a bunch of keys at the cheaper place. That is a pretty low-end shot, but that broadsword is not too bad looking. I mean, what's he still carrying? He still has a club, so I mean, that broadsword would be a significant upgrade. I believe it would be another 16 attack power.
Yes, it would be an increase of 16. It's 20 versus the 4 for the club.
Here comes the coordinates from Ryguy, and as we've established, there should be some. Let's see what we get.
8 north and 91 west.
Started well, finished poorly.
Oh, and Ryguy just death warping out.
Too bad there's no, failing Price is Right horn here. My goodness. Unfortunately, Ryguy did not have enough on hand for the broadsword, unless he's carrying a couple cursed belts I don't know about. I wanted to save that death necklace, potentially. Yeah, Hangry, oh, he's in chat, he can tell you himself. Very fed up with this seed. It is brutal out there. It has been a rough go as we have been running down. Sharlock is going to be an absolute horror show when Red Dragons with sleep and Hurtmore is a good thing. You know it's going to be a bad Sharlock, Burgundy.
Yeah, the Smashy's saying it here. This seed has taken both of our runners to Suplex City.
They are but the ghost train, and the seed is Sabin. There are suplexes all over the place. So here's Ryguy's going to attempt to check the bottom chest of the grave. Perhaps the armor, perhaps the sword could be in here, but I think we're getting close to the point where one of them is going to be in Sharlock. There's 2 chests left on the overworld? This one and Rimmildar?
Yes.
Smash, you're making a good point. There could be a grind coming up as well, but Ryguy down to the bottom. What's in the bottom chest?
It's a torch.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Warrior Randomizer said, you can't do this. I have to work tomorrow morning. I can only drink so much. Stop it. You're depressing me, and I'm not playing it.
Yes, Ryguy did find a flame sword and I believe a silver shield in Cantlin.
They are indeed there, so we'll have to wait and see what Ryguy is going to do. Going to fill up on fairy waters or just live with those instead of the repel? Looks like going to get a full set. Save as much magic as possible. Yes, Garanam was indeed to the northwest. There was a bridge with a little bit of marsh on either side. Just to the west of that was Garanham. Unfortunately, magic armor was the best thing in there. So even that would not have helped Hangry with his grind and save gold attempts early on in the seed. So we have a grind going on right now, and do you want to explain how that works, Burgundy? You were attempting to earlier, but
there was so much going on. Yep, we have time. Nothing but time now. So treasure chests respawn every time you go to the overworld map, but due to the programming limits at the time the game was made, the game only tracks up to 8 treasure chests as opened. So every chest opened beyond the 8th chest can be taken over and over again. So usually you see it done by taking at least 2 chests from a cave, death warping back to the castle, as the 3 that are in the throne room are marked as taken so you don't take those opening chests more than once. And then going into the treasury here, well, you can see having taken 4 down in the grave, plus the 3 in the throne room, the 8th one there in the bottom right of the treasury. So 9, 10, and 11 there, those can be taken over and over again. And with each take of that gold, at least 500 gold, you can see that gold adding up very quickly.
It appears Ryguy is going to get the full boat here, try to get the best equipment possible from Cantlin. I did not notice exactly how long of a walk it is, but should be a little more possible at level 12 with stats as they are. They're not horrendously bad. It's just the enemies are horrendously bad. And Hangry, just before you head off there, hit the punching bag. Level 8 was where Hurtmore came in, and that's when things opened up a little bit for Ryguy. So Ryguy appears to be going out to Cantlin to try to get a grind going to get some better equipment. And hey, look, with the hit points on hand at least, Ryguy can take Hurtmore's and not be in too bad a shape. And another Magi Wyvern, because why not? Ryguy's closing in rapidly on level 13 here for Ron.
Yep, the target number 4,125, so just 49 away. This Magi Wyvern will do it.
This is a freebie. Unless it misses, you're going to get it. And can it miss a Magi Wyvern?
Magi Wyverns, nope, they have a 0 out of 16 resistance to hurt or hurt more.
Look at that power. Very nice. Definitely need more magic points, that is for sure. That is Hawksness there on the right, passing by Ryguy there, and that has an Axe Knight, which will be the grind of no doubt. And man, these towns are really not that far apart, are they?
No, and you invoked the Axe Knight here as quick 130.
Uh-oh, an Archon just landed in the chat because it's power overwhelming. Well, it's going to look pretty good for Ryguy here, getting a full boat of equipment and getting ready to just probably go level up a bunch at Hawksness. Well, Biz joining us. Unfortunately, one of our competitors had enough, and around the 1 hour mark had decided to forfeit. So Ryguy just needs to finish the seed, and we'll be moving on to the next round to face, I believe, Spark over.
Mm-hmm.
And Hangry will be moving down to the second chance bracket to take on Vela V. And hey, we'll get a Rimbledar check now. And the check will give us
a dragon scale.
Oh no. So we have now seen every single chest on the overworld. The only thing left outside of Sharlock is the overworld search tile, which is at, we don't have that marked here, but I believe it was 8 north, 91 west, if I'm recalling.
That's correct.
Sounded so good, and then it got so bad. I wonder if they're going to have to go, Ryguy would have to go through that death zone by the swamp cave. You know, all the foothills and deserts where there's nothing else but foothills and deserts.
So now it's a coin flip. We know that the coordinate item has to be either Erdrick's sword or armor.
Come on, armor. Come on, armor. These stats really aren't that bad for the level that Ryguy's at. It's just the magic that's lacking. And indeed, Ryguy is making the decision to just head for that Axe Knight and Hawksnest and start grinding with an easy refill nearby. And I say easy as if there is not armored knights outside waiting to pick you off. So while the grind is going on for once again, we should probably run down the Sharlock slate that awaits Ryguy. I think I'll let you handle this, and I'll just, butt in once you're done.
Oh, gosh. I knew I should have been writing these down. So, we have werewolves with sleep and DL2 breath. We have red dragons with sleep and hurt more. We have armored knights with DL2 breath.
Uh-huh.
We have, what else do we have? It's becoming the memory game here. This is why I'd never make it on the game show Concentration.
Armored Knights have
DL2 breath. I can see that on the screen. That's my cheat. Yeah, that's the easy one. If I can't get any of them, I can at least get that one.
That is why I prompted you, because I looked over there and went, he's not going to miss that, is he?
No, I mentioned that one already. I mean,
oh
yeah, the golems have something. Thank you. Yeah, that's the free square in this beat up bingo we've got going on here.
Brian Williams, a high seed, throwing down the good reference there. I love it. Ryguy appears to be heading out, possibly going for a heal, but there are armored knights in the plains here. Let's see if he makes it.
He does.
The crazy thing is we didn't see Hawksnest right away because they couldn't get north of this place to save their lives. It was kind of crazy.
No, they would take one step out of town and all of a sudden, bye-bye.
Armored Knights and Blue Dragons. And by the way, the Blue Dragons, one of the friendlier enemies in Sharlock. They
just hit hard.
Yeah, they just use physicals. That's nothing.
By comparison.
So, Star Wyverns have Stop Spell, which will make them nothing once you have that armor. The Wizards, we might have seen one early, we might not have. We have not seen a Green Dragon yet. And Stone Men, as far as we know, exist, because we've seen them, but we don't really know what they're doing.
One more of these Axe Knights will get level 14 for Ryguy as 5625, the target experience number.
And here we go. This will get it. Burgundy, let's see what we're going to get.
Oh,
we
boy.
have... Come on, Magic. We have 2 power, 1 agility, 5... Oh, no.
0 MP. 53 max MP at level 14. Thank you, Ryguy, for pausing that on the screen just for that moment. Just to let everybody soak that in.
I empty-eyed him on that level. Let's see what he gets. 0. Okay, cool. And for the record, I believe Hangry also would have got 0 there because I didn't see a 0 come up. It was nothing.
Man, that's, I was gonna say, Empty Eye's doing a gymnastics routine right now with that MP.
He's, Simone Biles. That's the type of gymnastics routine he's doing. We got a raid from SpeedGaming. Very nice raid. This is, for those joining us from SpeedGaming, we unfortunately have had a forfeit. Hangry Canuck had had enough of this seed at the 1 hour mark. As you can see, Ryguy's still grinding and just trying to get to the end of this, but right now the end is not very close. Stats are looking pretty good, but we are lacking in magic points, and Sharlock is going to be mean. The only other thing that's available right now on the overworld would be the search tile item, which is 8 north, 91 west from Tanagel, which means a princess rescue because this overworld is pretty awful, unless they want to do some reverse counting, I suppose. And that means as well that either Erdrick's sword or Erdrick's armor is going to be in Sharlock. And we're really hoping the armor is on the search spot because it is going to be really bad going into Sharlock without Erdrick's armor with this enemy set. Anything you want to add to that, Burgundy?
Well, just a fair point in chat that while our runners are guaranteed to get all 10 spells at level 16, the MP, it can show up whenever it feels like. And right now it has definitely not felt like.
I was really hoping you were going to say dope, but I can say that's, they don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing, folks.
See, I was debating going that way, but I botched it.
Oh, well, Botchamania will have it on film soon enough. Back to the grind goes Ryguy, looking to get to level 15.
Hey there, Matthew.
Which I believe is 7,500 experience.
I heard that. There, I lobbed it up for you, and now you're not taking it. Okay.
I'm sorry, I was taking a moment to just take in the wonderosity that is the seed.
Yep, send for the man indeed, Rowdy Roddy Sniper. Love that name, by the way.
That is some good nameage indeed, and Ryguy will have enough magic on hand to get to the next level. Probably, but doing the safety heal more here, because the Hurt More could fail to kill this enemy. It's possible. Let's see. The Hurt More take him down, and indeed did not do it. A good heal there from Ryguy. Now it's going to be close getting that level, but should still be able to get it done. 2 Hurt Mores, 1 heal more available. Should get the job done. Ryguy here, if this gets the kill, we'll get it done. If not, oh, a max Hurt More gets it done. Burgundy, call the level, because I got 0 magic last time.
Let's see, we've got 8 power, 2 speed, 10 hit points, 28 magic points,
there we
and
go.
a new spell.
And if I may, and boom goes the dynamite.
Absolutely. Although I don't think this is the go level.
Still missing some equipment that would kind of make it the goal level regardless.
Well,
I'm wondering if Ryguy might try to go Swamp Cave and rescue the princess and go after that search tile now.
yeah, that 97 strength is interesting. But, yeah, no E-Tap, not a new car! No, none of that.
And the other option, of course, is, as pointed out, maybe you just go dive Sherlock, kill some stuff as you dive, and if you die, just go back in. I know this is more efficient of a grind, but you could try to do both.
Well, this is also a little bit different in that you have the knowledge that your opponent has forfeited already. So you have to wonder, does that change Ryguy's strategy, knowing he doesn't necessarily have to have his foot on the gas?
Got it, he's grinding to level 30.
Well, I'm not going that far.
See, I honestly might have done that if I was in this situation. Because I like dropping 50s on the Dragon Lord. So the grind continues for Ryguy here. Next, looking to get up to 9,750 experience points to get to level 16, where all spells will be guaranteed if Ryguy is lacking any at this point.
Well, he's lacking the base heal.
Well, that's the most important spell of all at this point.
Yeah, it's the first one that you get, and in this case, it's the last one that you get. The first one in vanilla. Ah, and hello and bonjour, those joining us from SpeedGaming Francais.
Bonjour, salut, and hello. It's just too bad that Monsieur Slime is not in this race.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know a whole lot of French, but bienvenue into Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Alongside Bryself, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we have... Yeah, where's Ali Gerbrap when we need him? Exactly.
I mean, I know some French, but I'll admit I'm not very good at it, despite living, 10 minutes from the Quebec border.
Give or take.
Depending on traffic, of course.
Yeah.
So with the grind continuing here, not going to get to the next level before having to refill, but should be over 9,000. What 9,000? There, I got it for you. This is really a scene that suits my ability to keep finding new and uninteresting things to say. The day is mine!
Meanwhile, let's take a look at the grind. Well, Ryguy going to stop off at just over 9,200 for a refill of some MP.
I just thought of some French. Avec moutarde. Because I remember when I was a kid, there was a guy at a restaurant who kept yelling at the waiter, avec moutarde, which means with mustard. So there you go. Not all stories land, I gotta say. Regardless, we're only 5 Axe Knights away from a level here. And a Golem, which has Dragon Lord 2 Breath, by the way, but with the agility on hand, Ryguy should be able to get away. Stone Men are out here, too. This is a dangerous set of planes here, Ferran. Well, Axe Knights, Golems, Stone Men, Blue Dragons. Wow.
Well, we can talk about, since this is the end of the first round, we can talk about some of the upcoming second round matchups, as they are going to be some doozies here.
They've got sleep!
Oh my goodness.
Go on.
Of course the Stone Men have sleep, because why not? So the second round matchups start tomorrow as we get to see the top seed in the tournament in action. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be Mr. Holmes challenging the 32 seed Hyro Fellows. Just 2 hours after that, we've got a pair of matchups at 9 p.m. Eastern. By the way, that 7 o'clock matchup will be among the SpeedGaming networks. Also in the SpeedGaming networks, at 9 p.m. Eastern will be the aforementioned Monsieur Slime taking on CyberDark86. That is the 13 and 20 seed matchups. That'll be here among the SpeedGaming networks. Over on RPG Limit Break at the same time, you'll have Smashy taking on Ursine Desure. That is 17 from the 39 matchup. Yes.
Just get ready for the next level and then continue with the promotion. Let's see what we get here. We've got 3 power, 5 agility, 3 hit points, 4 magic points, and hey, they learned the heal spell.
Oh, how about that? So 128 attack power. Once Erdrick's sword is found, that'll bump up to 140. Oh, tentatively scheduled for Speed Gaming. Okay.
Thank you, CD Improv. And hey, look! A Dragon Lord 2 breath kill. We've never seen that before.
Oh, goodness, no. Yeah, I just saw that it was in the restream of the Speed Gaming networks. So I figured the channel hadn't exactly been pinned down, but definitively RPG Limit Break, Smashy, and Ursine, that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And on a network yet to be determined, at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, it'll be High Spirits taking on Fry Teeth. And that is High Spirits, the 6 seed, taking on Fry Teeth, the 27 seed. And there's also a slew of matchups set up for Tuesday night as well. There are 3 on the schedule, plus a 4th to be added, I know, because it's my matchup.
I might be able to call one of those. I'm off Wednesday. Hooray!
Well, there we go. There's one on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, one at 8 p.m., one at 8:30, and one at 9 p.m. Eastern. Mine is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to start practicing and Tristal advances to the 3rd round, you can start doing so now.
I don't need to practice that.
No.
I'm used to that from watching him beat up on Jack all these years. Oh, look, a surprise golem there, but thankfully not an ambush golem, and it looks like we are going to have a princess rescue from ryguy.
Yes, I know. We talking about practice.
Practice? Not the randomizer that I live and die for, but practice.
Oh, goodness.
This place has golems and blue dragons inside of it randomly. Oh, and werewolves! Don't forget about the werewolves! Oh no. Okay, good. Good. Get away. I'm openly cheering for somebody now. Please, game, stop. Make it stop. Now the return back to the castle, returning the princess, and a potential, hopefully it's not a long walk from the swamp cave. That's what I'm hoping for with these coordinates. We have no idea what's over there other than foothills, desert, and death.
Not necessarily in that order.
This is true. So true. Oh, that was nice. Ryguy sprinkled a little bit of perfume on before talking to the king. It's the niceties that you put forward that pay off down the line. I assume.
Your guess is as good as mine.
So will Ryguy just go through the swamp cave and mark? I mean, that's what I would do in this situation. See where you're at and go from there, or is he going to attempt to walk all the way across the world? Hey, look, an armored knight. Hey, look, a sneak attack. That's breath. Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. But he gets away. Thank goodness for small favors.
This is
running low on real estate.
I was going to say, this dead ends. We've seen this. It dead ends at mountains. Hey, look, an armored knight.
You know, just to shake things up.
I mean, we haven't seen one of those in like 40 seconds, baby. Oh no, why? Why, Gabe? Stop that. Thank goodness the hit points were in place for Ryguy to survive that regardless of how big it rolled. But my goodness, look at the magic. Already almost entirely wiped out here for On. Craziness.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good thing we didn't have anybody's audio. It's barely a good thing they had our audio.
You're not wrong there, right?
Oh, look, a red dragon just to mix things up. Oh, got away first try. How about that? Oh, good, a golem. This is what we're talking about for those joining us late. This is what's going on. And keep in mind, Ryguy's level 16 with much better stats now. When they're at level 6 and this is what they're running into 2 zones away from the castle, like, why? I mean, Rowdy's got a point. Rowdy's got a point. Maybe all the enemies spilled out of Sherlock and there's no one in there. We can hope.
We can only hope.
The good news with the hit points, provided Hurtmore's land, these enemies are a good kill. And with the magic armor, there is a slight healing from walking. You get 1 hit point back, I believe, every 4 steps.
Correct.
Meanwhile, the breath lands, and also I believe the magic armor does blunt hurt and hurt more spells.
Yes, but not the fire breath.
If there's a Healy inside of Sherlock outside of the one on screen, I will eat my hat. Red slimes are in the seed. I don't recall anything nasty. They don't really matter now regardless, but they are around.
Yeah, they do exist.
Oh my god, why? Stop. It's good for experience and all, but let Ryguy walk.
Well, he figures that he'll have better luck just double hurtmoring and taking the DL2 breath than trying to run away and failing.
Oh yeah, Metal Slimes had DL2 breath. J-Man says the Reds had DL2. They might. A lot of stuff has it in this seed. It has been very, very mean. Oh good, an Axe Knight to mix things up. Much nicer than an Armor Knight. Not going to take the fight. Very interesting. I guess worrying about the magic running low here.
Yeah, trying to preserve that MP at least a little bit.
I don't recognize this geography, but there's a blue dragon. Potentially not that bad. Another blue dragon, still better than an Armored Knight, you'd have to say. But now Ryguy's probably going to have to spend some magic points because you don't want to get ambushed by an enemy with DL2 breath at this point, if this blue dragon will go away.
Well, that was a big if, but it finally did, and right into another one with an ambush!
Oh my goodness, this map. So much desert, so many foothills. Normally it's swamp that really limits what you can do, and there is swamp around. But it's been desert and foothills with horrific high-end enemies. Oh, there could have been the old perfect bid there. Ryguy chooses to finish off with the Hurtmore. No more magic in hand. Will we see some herbs? Absolutely.
Yep. It's pretty much little choice here.
So fast approaching the 95th full minute completed. Ryguy is now checking the coordinates. Where are we at? 41 south, 85 east. So got to go south a fair bit more, but pretty much there on the coordinate.
Oh, gonna have to go around. Oh, no.
I think... No, you can't float across that, Healy. I'm sorry. I'm thinking the Swamp Cave is the play here.
This might be on the other continent, yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty close to the Swamp Cave. Just take the death. That's all you can do at this point. Take the death and restart. Or use wings if you've got them, I guess. This is something else, I gotta say. Just fight it. It's got hurt more. Just fight it. Kill it or move on with your day. One or the other. Here we go. Getting the one-way ticket home from an armored knight. Ryguy probably heading for the swamp cave now to check around the swamp cave, because I'm pretty sure this search spot is pretty close to what would be, I believe, Swamp North. So, for those just joining us, Hangry Canuck had enough of this seed about the 1 hour mark, put the forfeit in. All Ryguy has to do is finish the seed to advance to the next round, where Spark Over awaits. However, the enemies seem intent on making Ryguy earn every single little bit of it, because they are mean. Oh, the Sharlock enemy set is so mean. If this is like right close, he's not going to be happy. Let's see. Oh my god! Oh no! It's like right there! I think it's just across the way there. Yep, let's see here. Here we go. No. This has got to be it, right? Where is it? Yeah, recheck that. What do we got here, Burgundy? We've got 9 and 94. So here we go.
There's the
it's
armor.
It's the armor. Here we go. Okay, the game.
My goodness.
The game became infinitely better now. Thank goodness. If that had been the sword, that would have been. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh man.
His attack power right now, I believe, is 128 with the flame sword.
So he'll probably, at this point, we're about 37 minutes into the forfeit.
Indeed. And so, Hangry giving up had tried to did a gold grind and was trying to find towns and just couldn't get past the wicked monsters. Gave half of the gold up at about the 35-minute mark. Still couldn't get to any towns with any money in hand. Found coal, I believe. Wasn't really impressed with what he saw. And eventually just said, I'm tilted, I'm done. And that's all she wrote. Down into the darkness of Sharlock we go, Burgundy. Let's see what awaits us. Stone Man is nicer than the average bear of what we've seen. And going with the fairy water on the dive. Probably not going to win on this dive. I wonder if magic might be the better way to go.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I think this is a dive to just get this over with.
It could be. You're not wrong. Blue, so far the enemy set is actually the kinder portion of Sharlock. So far, fingers crossed, we've not seen any of the dangerous things that could be in here. The worst thing we've seen so far, Burgundy, would be a stone man with sleep.
Well, there's the golem, but he gets away.
The golem is the nicest of the fire breathers, given that it's a pretty good chance to escape. Plus, Ryguy does have the fairy flute, which for those that don't know, can be used for a 100% golems go to sleep. Now, which way is he going here? Is he going for the win, or is he just going to check the judge? He's going...
Oh, he's going for vanilla because he figures the game is going to be that trolly.
Oh, that would be amazing if it was indeed true. It's a 1 in 7 shot that Erdrick's sword is indeed inside of the chest designed for Erdrick's sword. Trying to close in here down this little windy passageway, gets to the stairs. Let's see what is inside this chest at the judge's table.
It's a torch.
Of course it is.
But he had to be sure.
Absolutely. It's not a bad call, especially when you're not racing someone you don't know where they're at. Here's a chance for the Stone Man. Gets a sleep off. Let's see if the Stone Man can punch to victory. Ryguy still asleep. Ryguy awakes. Gets away. The torture continues. I like that. That's good. That's real good. Onto the diamond floor we go. I believe it's in... Or not the diamond floor.
No, this is coming back from...
Yeah, we're still coming back.
Yeah, back on basement 4. Gonna try to get away here as... not everybody a fan of that particular pun.
We passed the diamond floor, so in to the U or the barracks we go. Let's see what awaits here. Should be the same enemy set. I believe it switches at the bottom, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, Burgundy. And make your call real quick in chat. What chest is going to have it? Make your call.
Pyramid.
Where's it going to be?
I'm going to go 200, the middle left.
50, 100, 150, 200, 250, or 300 for your chests. Where's it going to be? Starting from the bottom left and moving left to right, up by column or by row.
Is the wings. 100 is some gold. The 50 chest, El Cheapo, is the sword.
Way to go. And he's going to do the whole thing. Search every single thing. Why not?
Hey, there's
Fighter
the
Brain.
That's a nice bonus, too. When you put that on, that adds an additional 2 attack power to your total, and I think that's what he was looking for.
It doesn't increase the maximum damage he can deal, but it raises the basement part of his damage. Or no, the maximum. It does raise the maximum. Pardon me. It's 10 to 21, if I'm doing my math correctly, for his damage range on the Dragon Lord.
Yes, the attack should be 142, so the formula to figure out how much you're going to do on the second form of the Dragon Lord, you lop off 100, you cut that number in half, and then that is your maximum. You cut that number in half again, that is your minimum, so 10 to 21. And there is an Axe Knight in the Guardian spot, easy peasy.
And you got to look at it, guys. Given how bad that overworld was, at least the spike tiles were a blue dragon and 2 Axe Knights. That's some good news in a seed with very little good news. And yes, indeed, Charlock was shockingly nice. It could have been so much worse. But we only saw 1 golem. I think that was the only real dangerous enemy we saw.
Well, it's because all the dangerous enemies are outside the castle, of course.
Look, they did make this point in chat, but look at that. A stop spell opens up for a double potential and no sneak attack. So this will be a double opportunity to get off the pump here. Should be pretty good for Ryguy.
38 to start.
Oof, dang. Looking real good. 38 is roughly 1/4 of the hit points, depending on the range of the Dragon Lord.
Yep, up to 49 now. The Dragon Lord can have anywhere from 150 to 165.
Small chance for a double here. Let's see. Nope. Breath. Was that 60?
66 he's up to.
My goodness. Another double opportunity. A 20. Oh boy. He won't need
Would you
doubles.
believe 86?
Will not need doubles the way Ryguy is rolling. Continue to lambaste some damage. Another decent roll of 15 right in the middle.
He's at 101.
It's looking really good right now. We just got to not miss menu and not start rolling minimums. And even then, I think minimums might be enough for on.
Yeah, 117 now.
Another double opportunity. Let's see. That was a minimum roll there.
Up to 127, but still 3 heal mores to go. He's in great shape here.
A beautiful 19.
Yeah, 146. The next attack could very well do it.
And if it doesn't, the second one sure will.
He's going to go for the torch strats just for some lulls. So that's up to 155. The next attack certainly will do... Oh, he doesn't have any fairy water.
Oh, no.
He was thinking about it. But he's just going to attack. and get up to 174, and he's going to do it here.
Unbelievably, this seed throws Ryguy a bone and says, you know what? We've taken all the pounds of flesh. Here you go. Enjoy a free Sherlock. Get her done.
So get out your GGs in chat as Ryguy advances to the second round of the upper bracket with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 32 seconds.
GG's indeed. Ryguy perseveres and moves on to the next round to face Sparkover this week. Are we going to get the music or no? No fanfare, Ryguy? That's disappointing.
Even disappointing.
You could say that, but that'd be silly.
It would be
so.
silly. Would you expect nothing less from me?
That is true. I would not expect anything less. So, Hangry Canuck takes the loss with a forfeit, and Ryguy's finishing, moving to the second chance bracket where Velavi awaits for a loser goes home match.
Certainly should be a goodie. So we are waiting to hear from our victor Ryguy here in the broadcast booth. However, that is going to be it for the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament races today. Our second round begins tomorrow, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern is our first matchup. The number 1 overall seed, Mr. Holmes, he'll be taking on Hyro Fellows in a 1 versus 32 matchup. That is on a network yet to be determined. And then 3 more races later that evening, as we've got Monsieur Slime against CyberDark86 at 9 p.m., Smashy against Ursine Deshure at 9 p.m., and High Spirits against Fryteeth at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So plenty still coming up here in the tournament as we have concluded 1 round, but still a lot more to go. As Ryguy joining us here in the broadcast booth, congratulations, GG, and what was that seed?
Just real quick before we get an answer to that question, I just want to say for those out there that are not following, RPG Limit Break, Randomania, and Speed Gaming, that is where Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament is living. Follow all those channels. Now let's go ahead.
I don't know what that was. I think that was most confusing because that felt like it was 3 hours, but all my things say it wasn't 3 hours. That was the more confusing part.
It was an interesting seed, I gotta say, but the game, despite giving you an overworld for the ages with enemies, and then having all those desert and foothills everywhere where they just kept going, hey, we live here. Hey, we live here. Come on, walk through the Valley of Death. I dare ya. You at least got a nice Sherlock, and outside of magic, the stats were good. So you were able to do things once you got to level 8.
Yeah, I was 8 the Hurtmore level. Whatever the Hurtmore level was, that was the one that opened it up.
That was indeed level 8, 600 experience. You got Hurtmore. And once you got that, at least you could do a little bit of exploring. You definitely seemed a lot braver. Did you feel a lot braver with Hurtmore in the tank at level 8?
Oh, it wasn't bravery. It was more boredom. I didn't want to sit there and kill more, what were they, wolves in the desert? Like, I couldn't do that anymore. But even with Hurtmore, I think every Sherlock enemy had DL2 breath or something. That's another reason why I wanted to pick up 16. I think I needed to, but I mean, I wanted to repel as much of that as I could. Even with Hurtmore, the Armored Knights were still fire breathing on us for 72 or something. It wasn't pretty.
Well, I gotta say, we were running down the Sherlock tally, looking forward / dreading the Sherlock dive. Werewolves with Sleep and Dragon Lord 2. You had Sleep and Hurtmore for Red Dragons. Golems breathed Dragon Lord 2. Arbor Knights breathed Dragon Lord 2. You know how many of those enemies you saw on the dive through Sherlock? Total? You saw one golem. Otherwise, you were laughing. There was nothing dangerous in there because they were all in the overworld, clearly.
I wanted to get that. With the armor, it was 90 defense to at least repel the wizards, Star Wyverns, werewolves. I hadn't seen wizards, but the Star Wyverns and werewolves I had seen were not friendly. Didn't want to deal with them. the stone men and golems you can typically run from a little bit. I think one stone man kind of was annoying to me, but whatever. I didn't know reds had sleep. That's gosh, I can't believe I missed out on some of the fun of that seed.
And Stonemen had sleep as well. They were in Charlock, but they were in that better half of enemies we had seen. So you'll take the devil that's not that dangerous, I'd have to say, compared to some of those enemies.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure the stats weren't quite there for 15, but I wanted to get the extra level anyway because that little more agility helped me to defense break a little more stuff. So that was.
And the tally, by the way, from our chat, they believe there was 9 enemies with Dragon Lord 2 in that map, or this seed, pardon me, including the Dragon Lord. Because you had Metal Slimes, Red Slimes, Rogue Scorpions, those 3 enemies in Charlock, and there was a couple in the mid-range as well that were throwing that breath around. It was ugly.
Don't fear about the ghost. I remember walking out with my 9 strength thinking, oh, this ghost is toast at the beginning of the game, and I turned out to be the toast.
Well, you persevered, you played it well, considering how mean some of it was. An hour 45 for that seed is a very solid showing, I would have to say. Well done to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like it went all right, except for all that stuff to the west. I went out and explored all that stuff to the west, which apparently had nothing on it one time, which you can't do much about that. But then I got it in my head that the coordinates were out there. I knew the coordinates had some sort of Erdrick stuff, so I had to go get that. And I had it in my head that the coordinates were out there somewhere, only to run to that coast. And I wasted, I don't even know how much time trying to get out there and look for the coordinates before realizing it was just a couple steps outside a swamp cave. So that was sort of annoying, but otherwise, I think I missed Hawksness too. Hawksness had a really nice grind spot too, so I was a little worried about that and maybe getting that grind a little late. But otherwise, turned out okay. Yeah, I'm very confused. That felt like it was much more than 145.
It's one of those ones where the back end just kind of all comes together. The early game was quite mean. Even the middle game was fairly mean, but you did what you needed to do, and you made the grind where you could and when you could, and you really made it work for yourself, because that Hurt More and Axe Knight just got you burning along so nicely.
I'm so glad there are no Armored Knights or Red Dragons in Charlock.
That made it, I have to say, that was definitely we'll throw you one bone. That was one of them, that is for sure.
Yeah, the only other thing I want to say about that was I was very sad in Charlock. I was counting along my damage to the Dragon Lord, and I think I made it to 146. Which is kind of the no man's territory for that poor torch. I was really hoping he had low HP so I could take him out with that torch, but I wish I should have brought more torches, I guess.
Yeah, Furon really enjoyed you throwing that torch, and you went back to the inventory. We were both really sad.
I was hoping there was something else there.
Yeah, you saw Fairy and realized it was Flute, and it's like, no, I can't throw the Fairy Flute at him. I need Fairy Water.
I would have loved to throw the Fairy Flute at him. That would have been the most good it's been in several seeds.
So,
fair enough.
Just to recap what happened for your opponent, he decided to gold grind at the start, and he stayed married to that gold for almost 35 minutes. So he really pushed and never got to a town, got to level 4, gave up half of the gold. I believe he did make it to Cole, so got the club, half, and large. But after that, just couldn't get anywhere and stubbornly refused to grind up on the skeletons, wolves, drachemas, things of that nature. Ended up at 291 experience points, and that was about the 1 hour mark, and said, I've had enough of this.
Ooh, yeah, I had gold grind on the mind. Checking the treasury, I saw there was a bunch of gold in there, and I was prepared to do a full reset if I saw a town anywhere, and I saw no towns anywhere. And then, yeah, looking through that desert and running into the Armored Knight up there, I was like, yeah, this is not. We're not doing a gold grind right away. And even, what was it, level 14 or 13 when I did the gold grind to get up all the way up to Cantlin, even that was sketchy then. So, see, I had it in the back of my mind, but I wasn't going to go unless I had, information or something about, something that was close by. I didn't want to spend all that time. So, and as it turned out, by the time I checked the basement and Garen's grave was there, it's like, well, I can pretty much get a gold grind whenever I want to. So, until I find something, I'm just going to kind of let it go.
Well, you made good decisions. You got yourself to level 8, and then you just grew it out from there. So even if Hangry had not forfeited, you would have walked away with this one. And GG's to you again. You were moving on to the next round, where I believe Sparkover will be your opponent.
Oh, I hope the
And-
next map doesn't have many bridges. I'm going to be in trouble if there are too many bridges.
Well, too many bridges and Sparkover automatically wins. That's just a rule.
I know.
And on the other side, Hangry Canuck will be moving down to the second chance bracket where Velavi awaits, and that'll be after the second round upper bracket finishes. So that'll be the week after for Hangry Canuck. So good luck to you in
That'll
your
be
upcoming
August
race.
3rd and beyond. We'll be looking forward to that. Well, congratulations again, Ryguy. Folks here at Speed Gaming 3, make sure to give both of our runners a follow, ryguy3745 and the Hangry Canuck. Also, thank you to the folks behind the scenes here at Speed Gaming, to Joyzel for the tracking, and for my co-commentator, Brysolf, I'm Ferran Burgundy. We're going to head on out of here because coming up in just a matter of moments, we have a Super Mario Bros. 1 Warpless race coming up here on Speed Gaming 3, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe.
And we're done.